Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Saturday morning, so you know it's time for another live edition of the Extra Point. Pure Culture in the house. In the middle Hollywood Square, the First Lady of Sports, Tasha T. Sizzle in the house. And bringing up the caboose. You know him as Moneyline Mike. We know him as Michigan Mike, Michael Hasso. Lady, gentlemen, how are you doing this morning?
Great. Ready to talk about some college sports?
All right. Awesome.
All right. I like it when they're in a good mood, and we have plenty of college sports to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick the show off with some breaking news that hit the Geek Wire last night. So, Ole Miss AD Keith Carter and the University of Mississippi has released a statement saying that a decision will be announced actually regarding head coach Lane Kiffin's future a day after the Egg Bowl. So that'll be 8 days from today, their annual rivalry with Mississippi State. Tasha, let's get right to it. You up first. Mike, you in the batter's box. Tasha, I need you to look into your crystal ball this morning. Tell the ladies and gentlemen who are tuning in what that announcement will be next Sunday.
I don't know. I mean, I'm serious. I have no idea because to me, Florida would give him more control. But LSU it ain't no place like LSU.
Ain't no party like a Tiger party, right? Is that what you're saying? Mike, your crystal ball is sitting on your desk right now. You're looking into it. What is this announcement going to be next week?
Yeah, I mean, out of all the options, I would definitely go for LSU. It just seems like he's had a lot of success at Ole Miss already. And so I thought they had something good going. But, you know, for Ole Miss, maybe they just don't want to pay what he's going to want. And so they're kind of like, this is kind of where we're at. And for Ole Miss or for Lane Kiffin, maybe he's more like, well, I get a bigger spotlight over here. Maybe he really does like that, which, it is him. And I'm kind of leaning towards LSU.
I mean, now what Lane has said, and I just saw this, I love what we're doing here. We've got a lot of things going on here, doing really well, and I love it here. But he wouldn't be the first coach that has said that and jumped ship.
Right.
We got on Michigan gear. You know, we know. The confetti hadn't even got swept off the floor yet before he bolted for the NFL.
Well, he was leaving because he was doing that.
We're not going to do this today.
No, because he knew them sanctions was coming. He pulled, what's his name? The coach at USC, the coach at the Raiders now.
Pete Carroll.
He pulled the Pete Carroll.
He did. But we will digress. We will digress. Mike, I'm kind of with you on this. That I think LSU is to stop that, and the only reason why I think that is because I went back into my memories museum and thought about LeBron's decision. I think that was the summer of 2010, and I thought why would he make a big spectacle out of staying in Cleveland? Like, would you even go make a national spotlight out of? Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay in Cleveland. Like no. So I don't like this whole. We're going to wait. We're going to hold off the announcement until after the Egg Bowl. It makes it sound like that he's leaving because if he's staying, what would be the best way to do that? Today, hey, I'm staying. He could have did that on the Pat McAfee show earlier
What'd you say, Dream Girls? I'm staying.
Effie, we all got pain. Effie.
And you.
If let's move this forward. Tasha, if Lane Kiffin is leaving, if you're Keith Carter, AD at Ole Miss, do you want him to coach in the college football playoff, or do you want him to go ahead and just get it?
I mean, he just needs to go on and go because he's making like $9 million like now. That's I think that's in the top 10 of what coaches are making. In what is it? FBS or SC Division I? Like all that shit is confusing to me. I think he needs to go on and not coach. Because you only have the time, that short time frame where people can transfer. And if he leaves, if they don't get a good coach, everybody's going to jump ship. That transfer portal, Mike and I are not really fans of that. Well, I mean, one time, yeah, but I think the window is at the beginning of January before the national championship game.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it is.
So it's like when you have a coach like that. Now we're just still speculating because he might stay. We don't know. When you have a coach like that and they leave, it's almost like you're getting penalized, like you're getting sanctions put upon you because it hurts recruiting. Because as much as people talk about Lane Kiffin, say he's an ass, he's a prick, he's a damn good coach, and he's hard. Coaches like him are hard to replace. Like look at DeBoer down there in Alabama. I mean, you're coming behind basically the college football GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to replace certain coaches, and it's not like, oh, he's been at this X university. He's been around, and everywhere he's gone, he's pretty much won, except for SC when they had that plane waiting for him, that bus when he got, when he landed.
Tarmac Jack.
It's going to be hard, So I think that he doesn't need to coach it, because then you're going to have to play. We already have this new, what is it called? I can't think of the word, where players already don't want to play in the bowl games because they want to risk their injury if they're
opting out.
NFL. That's the new climate that we're in now. So if you have a coach that's like, oh, I'm leaving and I'm not going to coach, the bowl game or in the championship tournament, why are the players going to play?
Well, and to your point about player defections regarding coaches leaving, Penn State already has 19 defections, whether it be recruits decommitting or people ready to hit the portal and not coming back. It's 19 already. And this season,
one of the top, what's the guy, a lineman or something? He decommitted.
Yeah, he decommitted. Yeah, Mike, do you agree with Tasha that it's best for Ole Miss to tell him to hit the road after his announcement if he decides to leave?
Yeah, why would you? I mean, it's not like corporate to where you have to like give your 2 weeks and be like, all right, in a month I'm gonna head out. Like even there in the corporate world, as soon as they hear that, like, okay, well, go ahead and take your check and go on and get. So that's the same for this. It's just business. Like they got to move on just the same as he moved on. If he moved on already, they got to move on too. They got to start working,
Okay, so if that's the case, then why wait till after the Egg Bowl?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe they're giving him a courtesy and maybe he's giving them a courtesy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he said he doesn't know when he'll make the decision, and they were like, okay, well, here's the date that you need to make your decision by.
Because that was reported earlier this week as well, that Ole Miss gave him a mandate to tell them by the Egg Bowl.
And that's fair.
Right. Good morning, Mark Trees. Good morning, Stiana, checking in. Soul on Sports checking in. Good morning, sir. He says Lane already has the jet waiting on the Egg Bowl to be over. He's out. This is what the tea leaves are kind of saying. It's kind of what the tea leaves are saying. So we shall see. It should be interesting. I would love for Klanga to just throw a monkey wrench into it and just beat them.
I would love it. I would love Klanga to beat them anyway. Y'all know how.
Yeah, that's your version of the game. Yeah. What's more likely to put a bow on this one, Mike? That Kiffin will win a chip at LSU in the next 5 years, or that he'll be fired by LSU in the next 5 years?
I would say win a championship in the next 5 years. They'll give him 5 years. I think he's more LSU than their Notre Dame non-LSU speaking Cajun over there. Anyway,
I agree with that, Mike. I think he just, when you think about the purple and gold or whatever we call it, purple and yellow, he seems like he kind of fits that atmosphere. He kind of fits. Natasha, do you agree with Mike?
Yeah, I totally agree with Mike. With him there, it's easier to recruit and it's easier to get money.
Yeah, and we just saw a Yahoo report this morning said that they were to drop 90 mil and 24 on the roster. 24 on the roster, and you giving me 90 mil? Damn an Egg Bowl, damn a toast bowl.
Now we're talking.
Like I said, Lane, you need a warming winch.
Tasha, don't.
I do hear Penn State's trying to go after with your boy in Alabama. What's his name? DeBoy, whatever.
Oh, we shall see.
I mean,
what up, Farrah?
Less pressure at Penn State than it will at Bama. I tell you that much.
Yeah, I agree.
Farrah, since we have the lovely First Lady of Sports on, I just want to thank you again for the theater experience last week with the caramel corn and with the taco spread and with
Really?
the libations. We had a
Really?
wonderful time. We took a stroll through Little Elm and let the breeze run through her hair, not mine. And it was a time was had, Ferris. So I just want to thank you for the Sunday shenanigans. It was a great time, just me and you.
I
Like
don't.
Tony. Y'all, look, my boy Brayson just chimed in. Good morning, Brayson. He is going to be on the show very soon. He's been ducking. I think he's been ducking Mike.
Wait a minute. Hey, Bryson. Wait a minute. Go back to you and Farron the pettiness real quick. Hold on, Bryson. We got.
She's saying she
also sent me a photo of you two relaxing in those chairs.
The question was, did I have any shoes on? That's the question.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. Here, see, that's Hunt Paul.
And relaxing. I'm in the dark because we had the lights off.
In those chairs.
Farrah, join the club. You're not the first woman that said that I love when you come over. So,
Mike, the chairs in Farrah's media room are like the ones at the fair. And for you all who don't know what we're talking about, Mike knows.
Yeah. Mike knows, yes. Shouts out. What up, Brandon? Checking in. Hey, what's up? We got the Goon Squad is in the house. Good morning, beautiful Melanie Taylor. Shouts out. I'm glad you hear Brayson, and I'm glad you hear Brandon because this next topic is right up your alley. Mike, Tasha, the college football playoff committee, they are the kings and queens of trolling. They had social media abuzz on Tuesday after their latest ranking. And Mike, I hit you up Wednesday. And I was livid with the foolishness that I saw. Tasha, we're about to integrate you into this conversation. Now.
Oh, so y'all had something left me. Oh, okay. It must be a Texas thing. Because see, you go with Farrah, y'all leave me out. Then you do stuff with Mike and y'all leave me out. I get it. Get it.
But Tasha.
No.
Tasha, you was working on your hind parts. You was at the gym when we had this conversation.
It was Tuesday night.
Mike.
Oh, I was probably asleep then.
Right. I was gonna say, don't do that.
All is forgiven.
So right. Come on, Tasha. You know, between me and you, we 35 deep now. Ain't nothing gonna come between us. We Nettie and Sealy. All right. So we're looking here. Ohio State #1, Indiana 2, Texas A&M 3, Georgia 4. I ain't got no problem with that. But then, Tasha, I got my glasses on. I'm scanning over here. And what? Wait a minute. At number 9, I see 8-2 Notre Dame, which would be fine. If I didn't see a team at 13 in Miami with the same record and a head-to-head win over Notre Dame. Tasha, you're up first. Can you explain how this could be possible without using the word bias? Go.
Well, to be honest, Notre Dame has looked better than Miami since they lost. Notre Dame has won what? They haven't lost the game. It's been what?
They started 0-2 and they won 8 straight.
So, yeah, they're on a winning streak. They're trending upwards, whereas Miami looks awful. They've lost games, and they're trending downward. So I get that.
Mike, do you get that?
I understand it, yes. That's what they call the eye test. They're saying, like, well, recently, it's recent bias or bias recent. I mean, I understand it, but then don't talk about head-to-head matchups because they obviously played each other. They got the same losses, so why would you put them significantly ahead? But that, if it was a different school that didn't have this in the past, I would also understand it. But we've always known they always want Notre Dame in there. They always want them in there. I'm like, man, come on. Literally, if they had 3 losses, they would probably still be in it.
Oh, we're going to get to 3 losses here in just a second. So, Tasha and Mike, I'm very, very pleased with the fact that you were both able to articulate your points without using the word bias, because that's the word that I've been saying all over Twitter, that there's a Notre Dame bias.
To me, I'm just going to start taking that bias away when it comes to Notre Dame because that clause has always been there for them because they've been independent. And Miami is only getting the benefit of the doubt, to be honest, because they're the top of the ACC right now.
And that's probably also why Michigan's leaning towards an independent or at least threatening, because they're like, why? I mean, Notre Dame's always getting up there anyways.
That will be fascinating to have a big 87, as Tasha calls it, with no Michigan in there. So Notre Dame's losses, okay, were Miami, Texas A&M. Looking at that at the college football playoff now, those are 2 quality losses. Their ranked win was against number 22 Pitt. I think that was 2 weeks ago. Now, Miami beat then 6 Notre Dame, then 18 South Florida, and then 18 Florida State, with losses to unranked SMU and Louisville. Plus, your boy, what the quarterback? What's his name for Miami? What's leading the league in interceptions? What's his name? Carson Beck.
Carson,
he's atrocious.
He's terrible.
He's looked atrocious. So okay, all right. I'll give y'all that. But can y'all give me this? I'm scanning, and shouts out to Brandon. I see your Oklahoma Sooners. That's looking like
some count.
That's my dark horse to win the whole thing, y'all. Brandon, sit up straight. Put your cereal down. I said it. I think Oklahoma has got what it takes to win.
Put your cereal down.
And one more thing, Miami has a higher rank when it's strength of record, strength of schedule than Miami as well. And their key win is against. Didn't they beat SC? And if SC beats Oregon today, that's really going to vault them up. Whereas Miami's only good win was against Notre Dame.
Fair.
So you have more
with that Boomer Sooner. We ain't trying to hear that. Oh,
I mean, you have more of an opportunity at Notre Dame to rise than you do for Miami. So that's
Yeah, and being at 13, I think they're going to be like the Alabama from last year. They'll be the one who waits the whole selection show only to see that they didn't make it at the end. As we look at the current breakdowns, I'm seeing that Alabama, Oregon. Sign me up for that. Miami, Ole Miss. I ain't mad at that. Tulane and Texas A&M, that's the honeydew game. And OU and Notre Dame, you one and done if you got to go to Norman. I'm sorry.
Tulane and Texas Tech.
Tulane and Texas Tech. We shall see. Now, Mike, I saw last week we had a conversation about 3-loss Texas potentially. Now, we all saw the 25-point beatdown between the hedges, Tasha. As you would say, they didn't even pinch the Bulldogs. Yet I wake up on.
They didn't even pinch the bitch, but go ahead.
Let's see. Now, Brandon's fired up. We're going to get to y'all's comments here in just a second. Texas is 17th in the country at 9-3, ahead of a 2-loss Michigan team whose only losses were to Oklahoma on the road in a true road game and USC, who's ranked on the road in a true road game. Mike, how's this possible?
I don't know. I mean, I know people are going to respond, well, it's the SEC. That's why. You get 3 losses, you don't need to be ranked. Like, you don't even need to be in the conversation of playoffs. That's 3 losses. We already talked about this early in the season. We said it's going to be 2-loss season or 2-loss teams and above. Like, that's what it is.
Okay. Tasha? Okay. Now, I think Tasha's going to bring some more levity to this, but I'll let her speak for herself. Are you okay with 3-loss Texas being ahead of Michigan?
Look, that USC loss is looming bigger than what we really thought.
It is. I was thinking about that this morning. Please, Cook.
Because you have basically a team that's new to this conference, coming in and dominating and beating a stalwart of that conference. And then to boot, like we said, Michigan ain't been looking good in those wins. So,
Tasha, let me bring this down for a second because I want to get to these comments and I don't want to block out anybody's face. Go ahead.
Because like what Mike said, the eye test, like having the last second field goal to beat Northwestern.
Y'all, if I had a pack of cigarettes in here, I would have blew through the whole box.
Struggling against a Purdue.
You mean Purdue? They ain't won a Big Ten game in how long? But to push back on that, Tasha, and Mike, you get ready, grab your bat. But Tasha, I'm old enough to remember your game. Mississippi State was up 17 in the fourth quarter over said Texas. Okay, Kentucky took them to overtime, and they got 3 losses. Mike, explain.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking. I mean, you even Georgia Tech barely beating Boston College, who has 1 win. Come on,
Fair. We can't write no bigger check. If we write a bigger check, we're gonna bankrupt the university. And Michigan got a loan paper.
Betty Long, Boomer, Sooner. We got these Sooner fans in here. Let's get to the Sooner fans. Oh, you better come with it. These next 2 games. Brandon, if I had to do one of the Mike's futures bets, I'm going to bet the Oklahoma with that defense and that special team. As long as Mateers don't turn the ball over,
it's all
he
going to
keeps
come down
running
to
between the
Mateer.
tackles. I like Oklahoma to win it all. Oh, yeah. Look at him smiling like a Cheshire cat. Now, Brayson says Notre Dame ranked wins was against now unranked USC. Well, they're 15th now. You see, that goes back to Tasha's point on how big that USC loss was. Mike, I'm going to come down your road. For weeks, we have said that if Michigan runs the table, 10-2 with a win over Ohio State at number 1, we should be a lock. After seeing the committee put 3-loss Texas ahead of us, they're setting the stage that if we went out and beat Ohio State and they beat Texas A&M next Friday, we don't leapfrog them. Do you see that scenario playing out?
I see it playing out, but I see they have to put a Big Ten, any team in the Big Ten championship, they're going to put in there. If we win out, regardless, we're going to be in the playoffs. So this top 25 really doesn't mean anything until you get to the actual playoff bracket. If you get into the bracket, like, because you have Miami, who's technically outside the playoff on the top 25, but on the bracket they're in because they're going to win the ACC. So I mean, Michigan's going to make it if you win it out anyways. So
before I let Tasha jump in here, because Tasha, I think me and you thinking the same thing. Did y'all see that definition right here? Tasha, you see that definition? Who knew? Wait a minute. Oh no,
Mike, I don't think you or I.
Tasha, this goes back to Tasha encouraging me to start doing more weights with my cardio. So like, I didn't know. I'm just a shock. Tasha, see, Mike's sitting back because we saw him lift all them weights at the state fair. Oh wait a minute, Tasha, go do that. Mike, you gonna join us one time? Oh wait a minute, y'all see us? Y'all see how we go? Little Elm Mateer is gonna win it all. See, she's gonna let everybody know he's from Little Elm. Now I love Little Elm. I'll be in Little Elm in a little bit. But dadgummit, all you need is to win out and Ohio win, and you're in. Brayson, don't troll me right now. Don't do that. Don't troll me.
So who we leapfrogging?
Okay, Brayson, we've had this conversation off wax last Friday as well. But Tasha, I'm going back to what you said earlier. USC is going to be the reason that we're at the damn Capital One Bowl again as one of the like.
Well, you're assuming that they beat Oregon, right? So then Oregon would drop significantly.
But
would they drop below us?
Go, Mike. We're ranked 5th behind Indiana,
Ohio,
the Buckeyes, Oregon, and SC.
Yeah, but if you beat Ohio State, we win the tiebreaker. That's the thing.
Okay, so wait a minute. So if we're in the Big Ten championship game, Tasha, will we need to win that to get the automatic win? I think so. I think so. Grayson,
if we do not win the Big Ten championship, we have no chance in hell. I don't care.
The committee told us on Tuesday night.
I don't care how the chips fall. I don't care. They're not going to put Michigan in unless they win the Big Ten championship.
I believe the words that Mike used in all caps was surely that we will be ahead of Texas. And I was like, yeah, man, surely we're going to be. When I saw they was one ahead of us, I was like, okay. So the committee is setting a stage to where we get just close enough to smell her perfume. But let's see. YouTube, check it out. I see them paper cuts. You see? So I'm trying to get like you, man. I'm trying to get like you and Mike out there. Tasha with the hind parts, material before injury and current material aren't the same. They aren't. He came back and wet the bed in the Cotton Bowl. He did. I think he came back too early.
I think he should have stayed out.
Yeah, he should have stayed out.
And they're giving. I think the committee is weighing that victory over Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. Because that Vanderbilt was the hottest shit smoking in these streets at that time.
Mike don't think so.
Look.
Mike like the poo-poo Vandy. He won't anchor down.
You can say what you want to say. Vanderbilt was hot at that time. I mean,
they are hot, not was hot. They are hot, Mike.
When they went into Austin, they were the hottest thing smoking, and only if they would have played those last few, if they would have played the whole game like they played those last few minutes, they would have beat Texas, and we wouldn't even be discussing this. But if was a fifth,
right? And speaking of fourth loss, Brayson is an Arkansas Razorback through and through. Him and his pops, his whole family. Bro, we all Razorbacks today. Just take care of business today. So this ain't even a conversation.
Tell y'all coach to stay off that motorcycle with the help.
No respect for Indiana and Texas A&M. No,
well,
I got respect for Texas A&M.
Look, I just want Indiana to lose. But no, I forgot. It don't matter if your quarterback done lost 18 games, they can still win a Heisman. Because I want Marcel Reed to win that Heisman, but they're counting. What's the Indiana quarterback?
Mendoza.
His comeback victory is supposed to be greater than the comeback victory that Texas A&M had last week. So,
which is debatable because that drive was on a national stage and it was for all the marbles. So I get that, Mike.
Do you think that because they've said previously that they will not penalize a team that loses in their conference championship game? Do you think that will hold up this year?
That's a great point because they did say they were going to make that adjustment after what happened last year.
It's a lie. I think they lying.
I think so too, man. Like, I don't know. It just depends. Yeah. It's the national narrative, Mike. It's the national narrative. He said they rushed him. He went from Heisman front runner to Mateer who. Where was that Mateer in Norman when we was up there? Mm-hmm. Had him looking like second coming to Tim Tebow against us. Anyway, yes, Brayson, pick your head up. We know y'all gonna get y'all asses whooped today, but pick your head up. All right. You got Calipari for basketball. You're gonna be all right, but you might catch your ass whooping today because Texas.
They fight for their life.
They fight for
Texas.
The worst thing that could have happened for you, Brayson, was them to get smoked on national TV at night in the hedges. They about to whoop y'all ass.
Then Texas fans are like, "I'm tired, boss."
Right, comeback victory, yes. Throwing bad interceptions. And then your defense locking in to seal the game. Also, yes. Both true. Defenses win championships, so we shall see. Mike, we're going to be off next week, y'all. So we got to talk about this because next week is the game, and that game is going to shake up a lot. You see it. That's what
I know you see it.
Hey. You see it. Tasha, let me start with you. Because in order for any of this to work, Michigan has got to do what they do. Scale of 1 to 10, Tasha, how confident that we'll make it 5 in a row?
I'm going to say actually about a 7.
That's good. Okay. I'll take a 7 from you. Mike, are you agreeing on that?
How confident? Man, I know it's kind of weird. I'm gonna say a 10, man. I feel pretty confident in this game. Like we own them mentally.
Now, Mike, to your point, I'm gonna say 10 out here in these streets. If anybody buck up, but I just don't.
But Tasha, like, look at last game. They were supposed to beat us by 21.5 points. We had our third string quarterback in there. We got someone that just beat cancer. Like we got all these cats from the street.
But they got scoring ability, and I hate to say that, but the Fuckeyes can score, and I don't see us doing that. That's the only reason why because anything is possible. I think rivalry games, the underdog seems to always stand up, and I think our defense will play harder, but our offense, I'm still not confident in our offense.
And I agree. I think it hasn't clicked, and going off of history, if it does click, it's going to be at the game to where we just unload and he's like, hey.
I'm with Mike. I'm going 10.5. And the reason being, and the reason being is twofold. One, we in here, Gina, Anime. We done put the rose, the flowers, and the gun on the table, and we told Anime she ain't going nowhere. We're in Ryan Day's head. I think styles make fights. That's why you see certain teams like Tennessee, no matter how bad Florida is, get their ass whooped down there in the swamp. You can go all the way back to Peyton Manning days. Peyton Manning 0-4 against them his entire career. Just styles make fights. Coaching makes fights. I think that mentally, Ohio State cannot stomach the fact that Michigan is the more physical team, which allows us to play a game to where they don't play into their strength against us.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, in this particular matchup, a 22-point favorite, they ran into the 2 first-round defensive tackles the entire game. Couldn't run them. Why are you doing that
when we had our third-string secondary up?
Bro, you got a quarterback you paid a lot of money to come over from Kansas State. You got wide receivers galore, but yet you're running into a brick wall and we win 13-10. It's the coaching malpractice on Ryan Day that wait a minute. Brayson, don't start that this morning. Unload Paul. We already got we didn't even got freak nasty on this morning. Old Jody, just chill. Chill. Before we get Tasha started. I've not
said a word, so do not put me in it.
It's supposed to be snow / like freezing rain too, so that benefits us as well.
Now, Brandon with breaking some news for us. He says, "Look out for my boy wide receiver Jalen Powell. He will be a part of the Mason Blue next season, sir. We welcome you like Dave Chappelle when he was doing Rick James.
Any wide receiver that could catch, boy, come on over.
If Mike, say that one more time, Mike.
Anyone that just look it in, just look it in. Just one time."
Right there. Okay.
Just one time.
Tasha, Mike, you'll be happy to know that our coach, Sharon Moore, has pulled Shamaj Morgan off of kick return duties. That will now go to freshman Andrew Marsh today. And hopefully you take him out of all offensive packages before we fool around and lose before the game. What? Shamaj Morgan, you got pictures on coach, because how the hell are you still out there playing? Let me digress, but yeah, we're looking forward to Mr. Powell next week.
And don't forget your favorite position, that kicker.
No, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Mike, I'm worried about Legatron. I'm worried about him. He be missing.
Nah, Zavada. He all right.
Against Northwestern.
What about against USC? He missed one in that one. What about Oklahoma?
He missed like 7 this season. I think the All-American got to his head a little bit.
Brandon, this is your kind of show. He is a fellow Sooner. You should have let him get the win.
That's why I didn't send you a message until after he made that kick. Because I said if he misses this kick against Northwestern to seal this victory, I'm going to have to tell Mike, go on over the pause. Make sure there ain't no belt hanging on the shower rod.
Right. I'm looking like Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, I just do the ... in the eyes, just like, you good?
Right. But Boomer Sooner, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm also a believer that Michigan is going to make it 5 in a row. Tasha, can Ryan Day survive 5 straight against Michigan losses?
I think because they're still so happy about that national championship, I think he would get one more year.
Mike?
I based on how Ohio State fans are treating it, they're trying to transition their brain to thinking that it doesn't matter.
Right.
And technically, if you want championships, they're doing that's what he's doing, right? Like, so The thing is, though, it's going to come down to where you can't flaunt your championship anywhere to your biggest rival. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, you saw it in the when we were out in the fair.
Yeah.
Like, they did not want to talk to us at all.
No. It was, and for those who may have missed the show after the state fair, Mike, Tasha, and myself went to the Texas OU State Fair day with decked out in Michigan garb, and not one. We saw several Ohio State fans in there. Not one trolled us about their championship because they know that it was a 2-loss championship. Now, I will give, to Brandon's point, I will give Oklahoma fans some credit. They didn't troll as hard as I thought they would, just a couple of weeks removed from their impressive win over us. He says
they were more talking about how we need to beat USC.
Okay, so he says, let me put it this way. One of my friends is an Ohio State alum, and he mentioned that they have to win this game. I think that they would rather have that than back-to-back. If they could do that and lose in the national championship game, at least they can shut us up for a year.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But you asked about if Ryan Day would keep his job. I do think he'll keep his job. If he loses again and then wins another natty, come on.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all about the championship banners. I mean, for the rivalry's sake, yes, we can go back and forth with them about that. But I think from a we'll let her do whatever she's doing in the background. All right, Mike.
Yep.
We got a big one. Me and you. And I ain't talking about no damn fantasy football. Ladies and gentlemen, the football gods are so cruel that me and Mike are playing against each other in 2 fantasy leagues while the Cowboys and Eagles play on Sunday. You want to talk about a rivalry week?
Hey, I got to do my lineup then.
Mike, don't do that. Don't disrespect me like you ain't did the lineup. Don't.
I haven't. I'm one of them. If I'm out of playoff contention, I'm like, bye.
Don't do that. Mike, as an Eagles fan, as we get ready for America's game with America's team in the Jerry Dome, when the filthy feathered Eagles come to town, Mike, are you worried about the off-field drama, even though your team is rolling win and losses wise?
Man, you already know this, but so I'll put it on the air. I mean, yeah, I'm
this
worried about
them,
it every
Mike, not for
time.
me.
That's why last week I picked the Lions. I mean, I don't know when the last time, and I told you this, I don't know when the last time a potential number 1 seed for the playoffs in the NFL was also like last in offense.
I got that answer for you.
Oh, you did find it?
Yes.
Who was it?
Mike, you're gonna enjoy this answer. For one, now to Mike's point, Mike was asking earlier this week, is there a team in NFL history that had a historically bad offense ranking at the bottom of the league while still securing the number 1 seed? Yes, it's happened twice in the last 20 years. We go back to 2006. It was the Chicago Bears did it. They averaged 15 points a game. They were 29th in total offense that year. That was the Cutler year where they lost to Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. But that team did make the Super Bowl. Yeah, now, it happened again in 2021, Mike, the Tennessee Titans, number 1 seed with an offense that was ranked 29. But that was an offense that was ranked 29th because Derrick Henry missed half of that season, and yet they still got it done with defense and special teams. So we have seen that done before. Mike, you have gone on record to say, and you don't have to, you can stop short of making your pick, that these teams always split. Are you leaning that way?
That
you
they're
pick against your team again?
That they're going to split again?
No, that you're going to pick against your team again because you picked against them last week against them.
No, I'll pick the Eagles on this one. Just yes, the Eagles are consistently bad when it comes to their offense, but their defense has been pretty good consistently. For Dallas, I can't see any consistency anywhere. So
really, not even with the best wide receiver tandem in the NFL.
I mean, if they don't wake up throwing up, and get benched
for 1 series. Did Paul die, or is he just real still, Mike?
He's waiting for you to answer again.
I mean, his light went dim.
Yeah, did his internet go out?
That Netflix dial up.
Dang.
Well, look, let me pull up the script, Mike, so we can keep it moving. Hold on, Mike.
Yeah, he was asking because we were talking about how the Philly is potentially a number 1 seed for the playoffs, but like really bad when it comes to offense, potentially last. Who do you got on this Dallas Philly game and why?
But my thing is about Philly, they're winning, and yeah. I understand, this day and age, especially AJ Brown playing the one position that everyone says is the biggest divas are the wide receivers. It's easy for us as fans to say, hey, dude, you winning. Just be quiet. Just keep doing what you're doing. But as a player, I can understand why some of them may feel that way. But if it's all about us doing this as a team and us winning and us going to win another championship, I ain't got no complaints. And I know you as an Eagles fan, it may not look good to you, but aren't you glad they winning?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that they're winning. My concerns are I'm thinking playoffs. Like, okay, us against the Rams, who have a good, consistent offense, like we're not going to do well against or keep up with that if we keep scoring 13 points or whatever. So I'm more thinking about those type of games. We got to get it clicking before then. But I understand why he's angry too, because this is his life, right? That's almost like you get paid off of your stats, but your team won't let you get stats. So it's like, man, I got to make this money. I mean, I know he's getting money now.
Right.
But
When it's time for the renegotiations and contract extensions, it's going to be, what have you done for us lately?
Yep. Yeah.
Even though he knows he's talented and can probably do whatever. So do you really think that it's Jalen Hurts? Because that's what everyone's talking about in the locker rooms, and he's on TV talking about, I ain't heard none of that. So do you think it's him?
I haven't been the hugest fan of Jalen Hurts, and I think even Paul can attest to this, that I've even been going on record saying I would pick Dak Prescott over Jalen Hurts. Just the consistency that he's able to throw the ball. Jalen Hurts, he can organize and play what you want him to play, but when it comes down to making them throws, I don't really have confidence in that. That's just me.
Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. My power just zapped out.
Paul's coming back slowly. Okay.
So,
is
welcome
Creepy
back.
Cruz down there messing around with the grids again? Is he on a plane? Y'all check the airport. If Creepy Cruz is at the airport, y'all power finna go out.
No, he's slowly coming back. That's what mine did earlier too. It's the browser.
You had a power brown too?
So you want to go over the picks now?
Yeah, we can do the picks. Tasha, can I get your thoughts on the Jalen Hurts real quick? I just wanted to catch what you were saying.
Y'all know it ain't gonna never be no Jalen Hurts slander when it comes to me, because I'm always gonna be proud of his accomplishments and everything that he's done. But something is going on, and like when you were gone, Mike and I were saying, as a fan, do you care? No, because they're still winning.
Yeah.
But Mike's point was, when it gets to playoffs, if you have to play against teams that can score and have defenses a la the Rams, is going to be difficult as a fan. Something is going on, and it could just be the typical Jalen Hurts keeping it classy, as he always does, by saying, I don't know what anybody's talking about, or I haven't heard that, or something internally is going on in that locker room. And this goes back, Treese, and I get on you when you talk about Keon Coleman. I was so disappointed in him. It's something going on within these organizations that we, as the casual viewer and as fans, is not privy to.
I saw a ESPN report where one of the rumored issues is that Hurts, and I think this is kind of pointing back to what Mike was talking about even last year when they were rolling, that Hurts won't throw in the tight windows, that he's like overly cautious with the ball, and that's frustrating AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, the offensive coordinator, the defense, like in general, just within the locker room, that they go over things through the week.
And then he doesn't do it on the field.
And then he doesn't do it on the field.
Would you rather him change the play and do something else, or would you rather him throw an interception?
Tasha, you're talking to a fan of a 1-9 team. I don't give a damn if you push all the way down the field. Give me the W, okay? Yeah. So if my quarterback is 27-3 in his last 30 regular season starts, then I ain't got nothing to say. But what I will ask you, Tasha, real quick is, I know it was just the Raiders, but what were your thoughts about them new look Cowboys with Quentin Williams on that front line with 1.5 sacks, 4 sacks total? Langston, I see you here talking about them Cowboys. What did you think? Were you impressed? Even a little bit, just a little.
First of all, I'm going to always root for Clanger and for CeeDee Lamb. And I do have to apologize to one Mr. George Pickens, because when he was with the Steelers, he used to make me so angry, and I just knew he was a crash out waiting to happen. But we still don't know when it comes time. They saying, he's saying he wants to stay with the bitches. What did we say? It's all well and good till it's time to start talking money, and Jerry act like he don't know what you're talking about.
If Jerry, as long with the sample size that we've seen from Jerry, like I said, Ray will be at the prom before Pickens get his deal. Like, how many years can you franchise somebody?
That's what I said. Jamar Chase will admit to spitting on Jalen Ramsey before Jerry signs that check.
Real quick, Mike, Tasha, is it time to do away with the 1-game suspension for spitting? Now, this is getting.
It's time to allow whoever got spat upon to take that helmet off and whack a motherfucker upside their head because you're not gonna
Yeah,
spit on
we
me.
going
I
to the
told y'all
pit for
that.
sure.
When it came with that Jalen Carter incident, you not gonna spit on me. That's just not gonna happen.
Now Mike was all like, "Oh, well, he missed the game. That should be enough. Move on." But now this was a loogie that Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey. It was thick, mucusy spit, and I got to see you in the locker room. I got to see you to see him.
He rolled up on Golden Tate, who is the brother of his mother's of his children's mother, for less. And like he said in that press conference, you spit on me. He said, "Fuck that football."
Mike Tomlin said when they asked him what advice did he have or words did he have about any player of his that got spit on, he says, "I have no advice. Do what comes natural."
Exactly. And so, and in that instance, Jamar Chase, had he got stomped on by Jalen Ramsey, I would have applauded it because you're not going to spit on me. It's just point blank, period.
I'm gonna tell you how this would work. If we're at the fair and Mike and Tosh is walking around in their Michigan garb, and I see a spackle of juice from somebody's mouth like land on them, this is me in slow motion calling the police. Send the ambulance. Somebody about to die.
Yeah. And
whatever bitch I'm choking.
My main shirt may be covered in someone else's blood. Because if you spit on me, I'm going to try my best to kill you. And I'm saying that on TV. I'm going for you.
I'm calling the ambulance.
Spit on me.
Yeah, she says, "No, I agree. It's time to open up a can of whoop ass on site for spitting." We got to make an example out of the next one. I'm gonna need you to miss 4 games or something, like, because this is just come on, man.
It's a trend now. Like, nah, we can't.
Like what Shannon Sharp was saying, and as we know, history, which for whatever reason this is trying to erase history. Spitting upon somebody was something that we had to deal with and couldn't do anything back. Spitting is the lowest thing that you could possibly do to someone. Why would you
got one of them little whistle teeth, like with the side tooth missing or something, and you accidentally gleek somebody? You really do go out of your way to apologize. You like try to dab them with the tissue, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah. Then he was trying to say, "No, I didn't spit on nobody."
But to openly spit on someone, like y'all don't know the way my blood was boiling, almost like I wanted to come through that television. Stop it.
But Mike, he was so adamant with his lie that I believed him.
Nah,
I believed him until I saw that 4K video. Well, what you call it, 8K.
8K. Yeah.
I
said 8K because to Tasha's point, everybody felt that.
No, that's wrong. We're doing too much.
He might.
Tasha, just let's move on. Mike, Shedeur Sanders.
I didn't say it.
Now, I'm gonna give a shout out to Farrah because me and Farrah was watching Kansas City, Denver, because I had erroneously picked the Chiefs to win because
you just gonna keep bringing up you and Farrah, ain't you?
I'm trying to tell the story of what happened.
They were holding hands, and
Mike. So I look on my Instagram. At what you say, Mike?
He said they was holding hands.
Mike, our big toes was doing like this.
Yeah, they're fighting.
And the only reason why I'm getting really, really angry is I've been in them damn chairs, and my feet was doing the same thing.
Mike, our pinky toe was doing like this. So anyway, I'm checking my fantasy score because I was getting my ass whooped, and I see it pop up that Shedeur Sanders is in the game. So I said, Farrah, Shedeur is playing. So we turned on Shedeur. About 3 minutes later, we was like, all right, let's go back to Denver and Kansas City because he's trash. Tasha,
you're not gonna say that.
Tasha, he had a what was his name? Davis Warren against Ohio State stat line, like 50 yards and an interception. Which he didn't get a week of practice with the reps, but he has now, and he's gonna start Sunday against the Raiders. Is there anything he can do, Tasha, to take the job away from Dylan Gabriel this Sunday?
I don't think so, because I don't think they want him to take it from Dylan Gabriel. But if y'all want to keep sitting out here trying to convince yourself that a 5'9", 190-pound quarterback can lead your franchise to any type of relevance, go ahead.
Have at it.
Exactly. Have at it. But in his defense, and I hear all these people going back and forth. Well, he's a fifth string. How many fifth stringers do you know get reps with the first team? Yeah, I get that. But when that fifth stringer becomes your backup quarterback, I'm not saying if you have an hour practice that he should get 30 minutes with the first team. Give him at least a couple of throws, because I'm damn sure I know Coach Keeper Job had Mason Rudolph running some reps with that first team.
He looks sharp. Mason looks sharp.
And even as some of y'all's GOAT, he ain't none of mine, Tom Brady said when he was in New England, he got reps with the first team, and he was a 6th rounder. So at some point, you got to give Shedeur a little pass, but he's got to show improvement. You had the whole week with the first team. The even offensive line was like they didn't know his cadence. And to us, it's almost like why you just can't get out there and throw the ball? Why you just can't get out there and do that? But I guess it does make some sort of difference. I don't know. I'm not making excuses for him. He did not look good, but what is it? You have to get that rhythm. That's what a lot of people say. Oh, you got to have that rhythm, which is why, like when Lyron Rogers asked wasn't in camp with the Jets because he was out smoking weed and shit, and he wanted to say he was taking shrooms. You was on dope. It throws off the rhythm. I think he was able to connect with Adams the few times he did because they played together previously. So I do think that plays a part, but he didn't look good. But he has this week, and if you don't look good this week, then that's solely on you because you have the pieces. You got the top defensive player who will probably be the defensive MVP again.
Yeah, I think so. I think he will be.
Did he have about 18 sacks in one game the other week?
He did.
So
Mike, it was Shedeur. Was it Shedeur? Does he get a pass or was he just ass?
I don't think it's both. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it was. I don't think he's ass as a quarterback, but again, if you're not in rhythm with your teammates or what you're supposed to do, how are you going to connect? Because he made some passes that I know a 5'9" Dylan Gabriel couldn't make. Dylan Gabriel ain't gonna air that thing out and throw it down that field because he can't.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm agree with a little bit of both. Because one, yes, I agree that quarterbacks need to get in a rhythm. And I know earlier on, Tom Brady and him had that conversation to where, his dad was there too. And Tom was like, why are you spending enough time like trying to get these toys and stuff? Like you should be head in the books right now. Like you got to be ready for your chance. Like I think that part of it, and I know it sounds bad, but he is being a little bit immature when it comes to the NFL style quarterback. Like you got to be ready for your shot. I don't think he put enough time in that aspect of like head in the books, learning every single play, every little part. Even if you're not out there, you can be out there mentally and watching and preparing and be like, okay, I see how he did this. I don't think he's doing enough of that. I think that's where he could step up.
Okay, fair enough. So do you think that the job is this is not an audition, this is just a Marcus Mariota situation in Washington?
Yeah. He just filling in because they've already told us that they don't want him out there. Everything that they have done up until Sunday has let us know that I'm not saying they're trying to sabotage his career or sabotage him in general. That's not who they chose to take that position because you went out there and you got a 90-year-old Flacco who's looking, somewhat salvageable given his situation in Cincinnati. Then you go out and get what's his name that's been cut at least 3 or 4 times and he's been in the league 3 or 4 years and he's backing up damn Geno in Vegas. Then you get Dylan Gabriel, who I really don't think they want. Dylan Gabriel is not a 3rd-round talent. Come on,
He is not. That could shape up to be a disastrous draft class for Cleveland.
And it's like I was listening to somebody and they were like, they wouldn't put it past Cleveland to draft another quarterback because they really don't want Dylan Gabriel, but they don't want Shedeur even more.
I think that they do want Dylan Gabriel. I think if Stefanski and the front office had their way, that Dylan Gabriel would take the job and not even leave a door open for there to be a competition. I think there's who knows what backroom politics is going on while Shedeur wasn't on the field. I think things could get very dicey if he does play well and they win against Oakland, but I don't think that he's in their long-term plan.
But see, they're giving Gabriel time to develop. They don't want to give Shedeur that same time. And I
can understand that. I can understand that because removing the emotion, because y'all know I'm Team Shedeur. I wanted him to go be drafted by the Titans. But removing the emotion from it, I think that you want the quarterback that you've invested the most in to take the job. Yeah. And that's just any team. So,
but
we'll see how that shakes out.
If it comes down to wins and losses, what are you trying to do?
Right. So if Cleveland wins and he's the cause of it, then maybe there's a conversation. But anything other than that, I just wanted to temper everybody's expectations. Don't come on to Al Gore's internet on Monday screaming conspiracy theory if he's not the starter next week.
And then, I get Shedeur for trying to take the high road. But, dude, if they want to boo that man, let them boo that man. You can't. Come on. It's Cleveland. You can't. Come on. He's talking about.
We shall see. All right. So let's get to these picks where all right. Okay. We're gaining a little ground. Tasha's gaining a little ground. She's up to 28%. Your battery almost not dead.
My if I was in the woods, the killer gonna get me.
She's on that trip.
With that being the case, Mike, you lead us off. Philly, Dallas. Mike, with that being the case, you lead us off. Philly, Dallas.
Oh, I got it. I got Philly.
Tasha?
I'm going to take the bitches. I hope that every time I pick the bitches, they always let me down.
There they go. There they go. Man, you know the Cowboys about to whoop that ass. I'm going to give y'all one more extra round for this conversation, and then we're done with it for the rest of the year. Y'all ready to about face on the best wide receiver tandem?
I mean, I just did not think that Pickens was going to keep it together. I don't know why I doubted Dak. So my choice came from doubting Dak, not so much because I said once Dak is not able to get that ball to Pickens is going to spaz out because that was his issues
was his issue in Pittsburgh.
And who would have thought that in a million years A.J. Brown would be out here, A.J. Browning, and that you knew what you had as a quarterback when y'all was winning.
A.J. Browning is a verb now. Mike, here's your last extra rant before the toll fees kick in. Are you ready to take CD over AJ?
I just threw up in my mouth. Sorry.
Okay, that's all the answer we needed. Next game. All right, because it's rivalry week, and I don't want you to have to say that the 48 hours before the game, but we got your answer right there, loud and clear. Chicago Bears versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. That should be a pretty good one. I'm gonna take this one on. I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears too.
The Steelers.
All right, next up we have Indianapolis versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the Say It Ain't So Bowl. Because Kansas City, you got about 1-2 more left in the tank before you out of here.
One more.
Okay, I'll buy that. You got one more.
Yep, same.
Oh, man. Egads.
I can't take Daniel Jones over Patrick Mahomes.
That's my thing. Is my only issue is Daniel Jones because he's starting to do what? Daniel Jones.
Good morning, T-Dub, and we're not going to stop. We don't stop and get it. That's what we do here at the Extra Point. Can't wait to see what y'all got cooking up after the show. All right, so everybody's going KC?
No.
You going Indy?
Yeah.
Don't do that because your mama's sitting in there. Mike, you got Indy?
No, I got Kansas City.
Damn,
because it's a win-win. If they lose again, then I'm like, all right, cool. They pretty much out the playoffs.
I mean,
you hate Kermit.
It's just the fact that I don't like Daniel Jones, and y'all know now that my boy's back, thanks for them fantasy numbers, Brock Purdy. Y'all owe me an apology.
That's a lie.
That's another one.
Who'd y'all beat last week? The Raiders. It was somebody Raider-esque.
It don't matter. Brock Purdy was out there doing this thing, and y'all wanted me to bench him for a Mac and a Jones.
Well, you do know, speaking of Jones, his name is Indiana Jones now, and he's going to be your league MVP while you playing.
Not I'm going to watch football for the first 3 weeks. Wait a minute. One more thing. Have y'all noticed it's almost December, y'all. Football is almost gone.
Right. Right. The best 2 minutes of your life is the way I call it. All right. Tampa Bay versus the Rams. Now, this is befitting a Sunday night matchup. Let's keep that scoreboard operator busy. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going with the Fighting Matthew Staffords. Shouts out to Dallas, Texas.
I hate it, but I got to go for the Rams too. Shouts out to Jared Verse.
Man,
yes.
Dang it. I think I'm gonna pick the Bucks on this one.
See, Mike has no confidence, and when the Rams win, we're gonna know that you tried to pull a fast one on us to extend your lead, and we caught a game on you for that. And last but not least, in the Toilet Bowl, in the Who's Playing Quarterback Bowl, we got the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Is this game gonna be on PBS? I think it's gonna be on BET Jazz.
Is this gonna be on dial up? I don't even know who plays for
I don't
the
either.
Saints.
Like, y'all tell me who y'all picking, and I'll pick against it. So, Mike, you first.
I don't even know a Saints player.
I got Atlanta.
For
Kirk Cousins.
He's taking
I
Kirk
mean,
and Cousins.
because of Kirk and the Cousins, he does have some sort of familiarity with that team and that offense. And y'all know I don't like Mr. Steal Your Job at all.
You know what? He's in a perfect opportunity to do so because Raheem Morris needs some wins.
Yeah.
And if Kirk and the Cousins can get on a little run here with Michael Penix Jr. being out the rest of the year with a knee injury, then Michael Penix may be out again.
Isn't it about his 7th injury on a knee? Do we know if it's the same knee? It don't matter. He's broken both of them.
Yes, I think that do-rag is tied too damn tight and it's cutting off the circulation to his leg. Let's lose the do-rag.
What's his name? He got them Derrick Rose knees. They made out of paper mache.
Man, it's tragic. Mike, give us some locks, man. We run out of time before Christmas.
All right, I got 2 locks. I got USC plus 10.5 versus Oregon. That's a lot of points, and I think it'll be closer than that. And then I got Houston minus 1.5 at home over TCU.
Mike, I'm surprised you didn't take Seattle and the points with the Titans. Like that.
I wanted some college. So our whole pick'em was NFL, so I threw in some.
Okay, no. Hey, money is money. So grab the money where it is. But at this point, Tennessee, if we lose out, we got the number 1 overall pick again. So I'm taking the Titans. The Titans' opponent and the points every game for the rest of the
year. And that wouldn't be a bad thing because y'all can trade that number 1 pick and get some pieces.
Yes, like pieces. Because right now, y'all, we them little spackle chips on the back of the toilet. We didn't even make it in the water. All right.
You know what? Speaking of that.
No, we're not speaking of that. Michael, you shouting out the
I left the seat up because I normally put my seats down. Y'all know I got about 18 animals. And so I came to use the downstairs toilet and I saw all of this stuff in the toilet. And I'm like, who the hell been in my house? It was kitty litter from where Pollux had got out of his bucket and got on top of the seat. And I guess he cleaned his feet off in my toilet.
Okay. Because your number 2 stories can get graphic for morning YouTube. Mike, who you shouting out this week?
I'm going to shout out us for putting up our Christmas lights, but specifically Stacy and Tristan, because Stacy's afraid of heights, and she got up on that 30-foot ladder, shaking. Man, but she did it. So
they was having some fun, don't you think so, Paul?
I was just about to say.
I was like, I got you, babe.
I was just about to say she ought to be all right with the heights because you told her she climbed up on that baloney pony. She ain't get no scared of heights.
You know what? We're not log out of this.
Shouts out to Stacy. We got a shout out to Steve and Martrice. BGA continues to roll. I think they beat an undefeated team 49-3. Was that what I saw? Shouts out to them. Tasha, who you shouting out this week?
I'm shouting out to a department that's now being run by idiots and it's full of idiots. But I don't know if y'all saw this story, and this happened down in y'all neck of the woods. Shouts out to the DOJ for thwarting that attempt by those 2 idiots to take over a small island outside of Haiti.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, what the heck? They've been planning it for a year, too. Like,
a year, and we're going to get the homeless people in Washington, D.C. to be their soldiers. Boy, I tell you, I don't know what strain of meth they was on,
Yeah, that was a bizarre story, and we see the muscles coming in on Jody. Hey, y'all want to get in one more before we get out of here? Because I thought that's what y'all saw that right there. Look, the most fit show on all of Al Gore's internet. We got the hearts coming in. I think the hearts was for her team, but I'm gonna say it was for our physiques. Mike, what's the line today on Michigan, Maryland?
What is that? Was it 8?
Take Maryland and the points, y'all, because we sitting some our key running back.
Oh,
saving him for Ohio.
Oh yeah, we doing Michigan minus 14 because we about to unload.
It's time to unlock Bryce today.
I got one more shout out. My annoying pain in the ass Dominican daughter who lives in New Jersey. Her name is Tiffany. Today is Tiffany's birthday. So guys, give my pain in the ass Dominican Tiffany Flores a shout out, a birthday shout out, and wish her well. I think Tiffany is 24.
Mike, if I go first, don't let her do my eulogy. You know, he was a pain in the ass. He was kind of cheap. He would try to give you some great value ranch, but I guess he was all right, I guess. Like, nah, Mike, you go ahead and do my eulogy.
No, I love her to death, but she's a pain in my ass. She always threatens to put me in a home. So y'all think I'm supposed to be nice to someone who threatens to put me in a home?
You threatened to kick your daughter in her bum leg last week because she told you to wrap it up.
I told her I was going to step on her foot.
Mike, you in charge.
That is surgically repaired.
She also was going to let you die on the couch too. So.
I want to give a special shout. Right.
I was scared, damn it.
Right. Now we want to give a shout out to Miles for his football offer. Wait a minute, Trees, what football offer?
Yes, he got
him on the show.
I forgot the name of the school, but yes, nephew got him an offer.
Hey, we need to talk about that on Wax Smart Trees. I will see you next in a few days. I'll be in Nashville. We're gonna work out those particulars. Mama Hastings says, "Go BGA." Hey, I'm loving what y'all doing up there at they come. Love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving pre-weekend. I'm thankful for all of y'all. Oh, we thankful for you too. And speaking of Thanksgiving, I want to give a shout out to everyone who's going to be in that kitchen doing a labor of love for all them ungrateful family members who are going to walk in there fresh off them gummies, not lift a finger to help, and tear up all your food, all of that prep work you got to do, all of the cleaning, all of the money. We know half of y'all, 90% of y'all ain't on no Snap because I see y'all going to work every day online. So y'all ain't got no Snap. Y'all got to come off these groceries with your own hard-earned money. You're spending your own holiday with a labor of love for a bunch of people who are going to eat your food, blow up your toilet, and leave.
Well, I'll be at the doctor.
I'm going to do all that, but I ain't leaving. I'm going to stay.
I'll be at the doctor on Thursday. I will not be in anybody's Thanksgiving dinner. And I think the college is, Martrice, you can correct me, I think it's Lindsey Wilson. Yeah.
Well, who's Lindsey? Did I miss that part? He says the Ohio State Buckeyes. Jody, we got one more week because y'all about to lose 5 in a row. We ain't lost to y'all since before COVID. How about that?
That's right.
That sounds personal. Torrance, you must be a cook. Torrance, I'm not one of those. AP Culture is on, and you're welcome, Mama Hastings. AP Culture is on here. She knows when I step in the door, I'm dicing, I'm shucking peas, like you still shucking them peas, big face. I'm peeling potatoes, I'm dicing onions, I'm throwing out trash. I do pre and post pottery. I get everything prepped, and then I get everything cleaned up, wrapped up, and put away after dinner. I do all of that. All they have to do is cook, okay? All they got to do, Mama, the hug that I'm going to give you Tuesday around 5:30 p.m. Central Time. I might turn you loose by the time the Cowboys Chiefs game come on. I might turn you loose by then.
But well, the hug I'm going to give Dr. Jaleel Perez on Thursday for helping me out. I'm going to hug him like this.
And shout out to Langston's deep fried turkey guy. Mike, are you deep frying or y'all doing traditional?
We got both.
Y'all eat turkey?
Oh, both.
Turkey and ham.
Oh, collab show next? Hey, run it. We've been waiting on the invite.
Jody, I had to call Jody out on his own show. I told Joe to send the link last week.
Run that. No, we need Jody. He need to come behind enemy lines. We need Jody. We go after the game. We ain't go duck and hide. When we go to 5 in a row, we're gonna be off next Saturday. So y'all enjoy the game. When we come back, Jody, I want to see your ass on this screen explaining to me how y'all get a CFP berth after losing to us again. That's all. That's all I want to do. So with that, we're going to tell everybody in the words of Martrice Hastings, happy Thanksgiving all. We love y'all. Peace. Go Blue, Michigan at 3:00 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. We out of here. Peace.
Go Blue.
Go.